Hey, my friend, what's going on? This is Carolina Millan on a new episode of Driving with Carolina. And today I want to talk to you about wealth creation. And I want to share with you a little bit about the workshop that I recently attended with Robert Kiyosaki. And it was really awesome. He came to Chile for a 2-day workshop. And the tickets for the workshop were $1,000. And instead of buying that, I participated in a contest and I won. So I won free tickets. So I went there for free. Took my boyfriend with me. It was freaking awesome. And I mean, I've been following Robert for a long time. I haven't read all of his books, I'll be honest with you right away. But after the workshop, I went online and started getting all the books, not just from him, but his advisors as well. There is one book you want to get. I haven't started reading it yet. I have to wait for it to get here. But it's called Tax-Free Wealth. That's written by one of his advisors. You really want to check that out because they give you invaluable information on how to save on taxes and, what the rich really do to create wealth. Now, there are so many insights I got from the workshop with Robert, but there are a couple things I want to share with you related to that topic. Number one thing I really enjoyed, I don't know if enjoyed is the word, but one thing I really liked about it was when he said this: when I have money, I'm stupid. When I don't have money, I'm smart. What did he mean by that? What he meant was, when you invest your own money, you can do silly things. You can do stupid things. But when you borrow money, you start with zero, you borrow money from the bank, you invest that money into your assets, then you're smarter. And it was really interesting the way he explained it, but basically what most people will do, what people with the poor mentality will do, is they will only invest the money that they currently have in their bank account, and they'll say, I have no money when it comes to starting a business or starting an investment. So let's say somebody approaches me and they want to get involved in my affiliate marketing business, and they say, I don't have the money to invest. What they are looking at is what's in their radar. What do they see on their own radar? They see their bank accounts. Maybe they see people that they could potentially partner up with and borrow money from. They don't see beyond that radar. And what is sitting beyond the radar? The fact that you can borrow money from the bank, and the fact that banks desperately want you to borrow that money. What Robert Kiyosaki says is that debt is actually good. You should be in debt. The problem is poor people, and not necessarily poor people money-wise, but people with a poor mindset, they'll borrow money to buy a car. They'll borrow money to buy liabilities. And the way to do it is you borrow money, you put it in an asset that's going to generate cash flow. So you need to know in advance what that cash flow is going to be, your net cash flow, that this asset, that this business, this real estate property or whatever is going to generate for you. And you want to invest in that asset through borrowed money from the bank, right? So what you need to pay attention to is when rates are really low, especially in times of crisis, which is about to happen really soon. When nobody's borrowing money, you're supposed to borrow money. You're supposed to go the opposite way for most people. So what I learned was, because before this, I was pretty much just looking at the money that I had in the bank and thinking, okay, I cannot get into this investment or that investment. But now I have this new insight, and I wanted to share that insight with you, that you don't need money to get rich, and rich people get rich that way, by not investing their own money. Kiyosaki said he is about $700 million in debt. Can you imagine that? $700 million in debt. And he owns, together with his wife, 10,000 properties, 10,000 real estate investments. That's his favorite strategy. I'm like, whoa. What I used to think was that being in debt was bad. So whenever I got a loan from the bank, I would try to pay it off as soon as possible. Now the only current loan I have is my mortgage. That's the only money that I'm paying the bank right now. I'm thinking, wait a minute, you should think the same. If there's a business you want to get involved in that requires an investment and all you are looking at is what you have in the bank, you're screwed up. You're going to get wiped out with the next crisis. What you need to do as soon as possible is start figuring out how can you borrow the most money and which assets you're going to invest that money into. The next really valuable insight, and I already knew this, but it's always good to hear, the reinforcement. Is that when you want to buy a liability, let's say you want to buy a new car, say you want a Mercedes like the one I'm driving right now, or maybe you want a Ferrari, you want something fancy, or maybe you want a Lamborghini. And Kiyosaki, he explained it with a Lamborghini. He wanted to buy a Lamborghini. It was $400,000 or so. What did he do? He decided he only wanted to put down $50,000 in cash, and then what did he do? He borrowed money, started a new business, and with the cash flow from that business, he financed the rest of the car. And every time you want a liability that you know is definitely not an investment because it's not going to generate any cash flow, you want your businesses, your cash flow investments to pay for that liability. Whatever is left, that's how you pay your liability. You pay yourself first, and then you start thinking about that. Another important thing you need to think about, the moment you start going from 4 figures to 5 figures per month in your business, don't do any significant upgrades to your lifestyle. And this is a personal advice from me. The car I'm driving right now, this Mercedes GLA, which I paid here in Chile, how much did I pay? About $45,000. I'm not paying for it. That's why I went ahead and got it. Mob is paying for it. Mob is my own business education. It's a company that I've been a consultant for the past 4 years. They pay me to get this car. They pay the lease for this car so I can drive it, as long as I have good results and remain as an active consultant and partner with them. So when you get involved in a business such as Mob that rewards you for your results with liabilities, I know it doesn't sound too good to call it a liability. That's what it is. But let's call it a reward. Let's call it something that you enjoy, that doesn't necessarily generate cash flow, but it generates experiences, and it gives you, it lifts you up a little bit. It helps you get in the rich mindset. You want to do that then. You want to invest in a business and look at the compensation plan and see, okay, I can make money with this business, and at the same time, I can get them to pay for the car of my dreams. And I'm driving this Mercedes, but trust me, there are people driving Jaguars, Teslas, there are people driving all sorts of cars. It'll all depend on your own personal taste and naturally on your results. So that's something really important. Poor mentality people, what they do when they get in debt, they get into debt to buy this kind of stuff, to buy a new car. And that's not smart. You want to be smart with your money, with the money you invest. And that's how the rich get richer. They borrow more money. They increase their debt. They generate more cash flow assets. They don't, and here's the last insight I want to give you for this during this episode. Rich people get rich not by saving money, but by borrowing money. Here's another golden nugget from another cool quote from Kiyosaki. Savers are losers. So if you think that you're going to get rich by having a high-paying job and saving up, you're going to get wiped out. Because that money you're saving up, that green bill, dollar, eventually is going to lose its value. And so if you don't have something to back it up, if you don't have cash flow businesses, cash flow investments to back that up, it's going to be worthless for you to be saving money. And also the bank, of course, the bank gives you a miserable interest for your money in the long term if you want to just keep your money in a deposit. And they'll charge you money for having the money. So in the end, you're losing money more than making money. So that's not how you get rich. All right? Well, my friend, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Driving with Carolina, and it's giving you a new point of view of how you should be handling your money and how you should be switching your mindset and the way you should be looking at debt from now on. If you really want to get rich, that's how you do it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what changes you're going to make from now on in your lifestyle and, of course, in the way you invest your money. And share this video with people that you think will appreciate it. I will appreciate it if you share it, and hit the like button as well. And I look forward to hear your comments. Also, if you've been looking into Mob, leave me a comment below as well. You'll find links below this video too if you want to get involved in Mob, if you want to start a business that's going to generate not only cash flow for you but pay for the car you want to get involved. And I want to talk to you about it. So go ahead, get in touch, check out the links below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.